Hey guys, I'm Bree.
And I'm Sav.
And today we're going to be sharing our coming out stories.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go first. So basically, this is like, I don't know, this is kind of a stupid story, but it means a lot to me. So like, when I was like younger, like maybe elementary school and stuff, we all watched like Disney movies with all the princesses and like the handsome prince that comes to save the princess at the top of the tower, and and like I always thought, like, why do all the girls have to have like princes? Like, why can't they have princesses too? And I was like,
Aww.
I was like, why can't I have a princess? So, and yeah, so basically, I grew up with that, and it was like the norm for like the prince and the princess to end up together at the end of the story, and that was just the normal thing. And yeah. And then in middle school, I started like kind of thinking about it more, because there was like stories on the news about like gay couples getting married, and my mom would always be like, ew. And in my head I was just like, what? Because I wanted to say, like, Mom, like, what if I was gay? Like, what would you do? Would you do ew? Like, what? And like towards middle school I started thinking about it more, and I had like little crushes on like girls in middle school and stuff, and I was like, what? And then starting freshman year, high school, I kind of realized, I did realize that I would totally date a girl. Like, I would totally be with a girl. And I told my best friend Emma. I was over her house one day, and I was really, really nervous because I wasn't sure what she would say. But we were outside, and we were just chilling, and I was like, Emma, like, dude, I would totally date a girl.
Drop that bomb.
And she was like, cool. That's not exactly what she said, but. And then a couple months later, maybe a month and a half, I had met Brianna. And when I first met her, I was like, oh my god, this girl is so freaking cute! And I was so nervous to talk to her. And the first thing she ever said to me was...
I think we said this in the first video too.
I'm going to say it again, because, yeah. The first thing she ever said to me, when she came up to me, she was like, hey, do you like 21 Pilots? And I was like, yes! And then we just kicked it off. Like, we were like besties. No, but like over the course of like 2 weeks, we were getting super duper close. Like, I could tell her anything, she could tell me anything, and she was always there for me. I was always there for her. And
because we were best friends.
We were best friends. We were actually more though.
Oh, the whole time, because we knew. We used to pass each other notes.
We got really, really close, and like, after maybe a week or so, I started, like, getting butterflies. Like, whenever I saw her, I was like, what's this? And, like, I started getting, like, a little bit nervous to talk to her, even though we were, like, really close. And, I feel like you kind of noticed it. Yeah, and our friends noticed it, and they were like, do you like Brianna? And I was like, no, I'm straight.
Shout out to Trey.
Trey and Lila. And then eventually I admitted it to them, and they told her, little snitches, and I was so mad in my head.
No, you weren't.
I was kind of mad. I was so like, oh my god, what if she doesn't like me? Like, what?
I knew that I did.
Kind of. But in the back of my head, I was like, oh my god, what? So they told her, and they told me that they told her, and we were together.
This is such a middle school story.
This is a middle school story.
Oh my god.
Savannah likes you.
She has a crush on you. Oh my god.
So it was...
Oh, I thought you were straight.
Yeah.
I didn't know. When one of our friends first told me, I go, no, she's straight, and Savannah just goes...
And we were together, me, you, Trey, and Lila. They were like, Savannah, do you like Brianna? And I just walked out of the room because she was sitting right there. And
You little baby.
I was such a pussy. And then, like a day or two later, I came up to her and I was like, no. Before this, I found out that she liked me. Who told me?
I think it was Trey.
Trey told me. And then like a day or two later, one night I just went up to her. I was like, hi. She was like, hi.
I remember this.
And I was freaking shaky. And I was so nervous because this is what happened, guys. And I was like, I like you. And she was like, yeah.
And then you were like, I know you like me.
And you were like, yeah. What happened after that?
We were just standing there.
Giggling.
Yeah, and like that was it. And we were being like, it was such like a cliche, like middle school like movie moment.
Yeah, definitely.
She was like, I know that you like me, and I felt like I was being like confronted. I'm like, I'm sorry, like should I stop or something? Like.
And then this goes into the part where I come out to my mother and my sister. So after that, I went and talked to my mom and my sister in a room. And I was just like, and actually my mom kind of started the conversation. She was like, do you like that girl Brianna? And I was like, yes. And she was like, what? And at the time, I was only telling her that I was bi because I was like too scared to like fully come out. So I was like, yeah, mom, like I'm bisexual. I kind of like explained it to her because she didn't really get it. I was like, I like guys and I like girls. She was just like, oh, okay. I feel like she was really surprised. And because I just laid it on her. I was like, yeah, I like Brianna.
Drop that bomb part too.
Yeah.
After that, you didn't really come out to anyone else.
No, I just came into school and I was like, hey, I have a girlfriend. And everybody was like, okay. Because my school is like really accepting. My school is freaking gay. Almost everybody in my school is freaking gay. And that is my coming out story.
For me, it started in 7th grade. Well, yeah, I think that's when I started to realize it more. I like to call it what I had was like special friends. I didn't really have crushes on people. I had dated guys before, and in 7th grade, I took a quiz on Google called Are You Gay?
Are you serious?
I took so many of those. I had told a few of my friends in 7th grade, and some of them reacted the exact way that I thought they would, and some of them were kind of like confused because, I mean, we were all like 12 and 13 at the time, and it had bothered me a little bit because I was like, this isn't the normal, per se. So I thought that I was bi. I didn't tell anybody else except for like my close friends. When freshman year came around, I came out to my best friend, and I was like, hey, I'm gay, and she was like, she literally just said, okay, and she was like, that's not a big deal, like, it's not something that you had to make a big deal out of to tell me, like, I'm not gonna think of you any differently. Remember, it was the 4th of July, and my aunt was over, and she took me into my room, and had asked me if I was gay, and I started crying, and she was like, you know your mom knows, right? And I was like, how? And apparently my mom had read my texts with my cousin, and my mom had tried to ask me about it, and I started crying. She's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. And I was like so scared. And then it had hit me that I was a lesbian and I wasn't bi. And then I had my first girlfriend, which I kept a secret from my whole family. Like, the people at my school knew and everything, and like, I've gotten some shit for it, but I was kind of like, you know, this is who I am, I'm going to have to get used to it and brush it off, even though it's not something that I should have to get used to. Yeah. Like, nobody should have to be used to getting shit for who they are, and that's something that I had always hated. But I started coming out to more people. I came out to my cousins, all of my friends had known, and they were all really supportive. Like, there were a few of them that were kind of like... But then I remember my mom saw a picture of me and this girl that she thought was just my friend kissing, and she had looked at me. She was like, "Is that your girlfriend?" And I bawled my eyes out, and she was like, "Why are you crying?" like, for the second time. And I was like, "Because I'm gay, Mom." And she was like, "Okay, I know." And I was like, "How did you know before I even did?" And she was like, "Because you're my daughter." Like, I just knew. And I felt really comfortable, and I was really lucky to be like surrounded by people that were very accepting of me and everything. And I know coming out can be really hard for a lot of people to do, because I knew that my mom wasn't going to be mad, she wasn't going to judge me or anything, and I knew that all of my friends would be really accepting, but it's still really, really nerve-wracking. So if anybody watching this video needs advice on coming out or advice on sexuality,
come to us.
Please DM us. Like, we would be more than happy to help. Like, we try and answer all of our DMs, except for like the weird guys asking if like we want like a polyamorous relationship.
Yeah, that's not really something that we answer.
Please don't ask us that. But we would be more than happy to help anybody. Coming out can be really hard. Figuring out your sexuality can be really hard. But I love hearing coming out stories. You know what? Comment your coming out story down below, or DM it to us. Something, anything. We want to hear them.
Yeah.
Make it a project. DM it to us. Anything you want. Post it. Go for it. We want to see them. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Sorry we suck at uploading. We're gonna try and upload at least once a month now. So if you guys have any ideas for another video, comment it down below.
And leave a like!
You're that person?
Yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We love you guys.
We love you guys. Thank you for watching.
Mwah.
Mwah.